So what exactly needs to happen in Spider-Man Homecoming? This is what this video is going to be about. So let's start off with the don'ts. Please, I'm just begging you, for the sake of critical reception, do not overload the movie with too many villains. This movie is already jam-packed with a whole bunch of people. We are literally getting from left to right. Everybody's been cast as Spider-Man Homecoming from left to right. This movie is already feeling as crowded as it is. And there's rumors that Shocker is indeed going to be in this movie. He's going to be one of the villains in this movie, along with Michael Keaton's Vulture, who's going to be the main antagonist of the movie. So we all know how the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 were critically received when they overstuffed the movie with Sandman, Venom, the New Goblin, Electro, the Green Goblin, and Rhino, respectively. We all know how that turned out. But for me personally, I really like those movies, and I really considered The Amazing Spider-Man 2 to be literally my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. But for a long time, Spider-Man 3 was actually one of my favorite movies. But that's another video for another day. The second don't is do not, I repeat, do not kill off the main villain at the end of the movie. Marvel has a very bad reputation for killing off the villains at the end of the movie. Apart from Loki and Zemo from Captain America Civil War, which is the latest Marvel movie, so at least that's a start, they always have a tendency to kill off their villains. For what reason? And which means they cannot further their story arc, their character arc in any other movie because they're dead, unless they bring them back, which is highly unlikely. But yeah, I really want to see a Sinister Six movie, and for that to happen, Marvel cannot kill off any Spider-Man villains. Another don't is do not show Uncle Ben dying again. We've seen that too many times. We know what happens. Like, just move on. We already know what happens. But on that note, this is one of my do's. Do have at least one Spider-Man and Iron Man team up where they face a big threat. I really want to see that kind of team up. It'll just be cool visually, and it'll just be a fun action scene, an action sequence to watch. And the amount of quips, the amount of jokes they'll be feeding off from each other, it would just be very entertaining to watch as well. Another do is that do have Norman Osborn appear in this movie, but develop him slowly. Like, get to the Green Goblin in the third movie. Don't rush the Green Goblin. I really liked the Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie, but the Amazing Spider-Man, it just felt rushed, it felt forced, it didn't feel developed enough in my opinion. And hopefully this one will be the definitive Goblin we deserve. And my final do for this video is do show Peter Parker struggling between his crime fighting life, his school life, and his work life, because that is who Peter Parker is. He struggles to juggle all these factors in his life. So I want to see that play out in this movie, much like we did see that in Spider-Man 2 to some extent. We saw him struggle with his crime fighting career, we saw him struggle with his university life, we saw him struggle with his relationship with Mary Jane. So I really want to see that in this movie too. So yeah, what do you think this movie, Spider-Man Homecoming, should do and not do? Feel free to share your thoughts down below in the comments, share this video with your friends, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later for more videos.